Hello, this is Gordon Ellison with SmartPlay International. We are going to be inserting helicoils into plexiglass with the heated inserts. We're going to be using this product. You'll have this kit with all of the aforementioned drill bits here. We're going to start with our smallest drill bit, and we're going to drill out our threads. We're going to do this very slowly. Our main goal is to not get the insert too hot. If it has too much heat, it will melt out and it will fall out of its hole. So we're going to accomplish that by doing very slowly and using water as our coolant. So make sure you've got a cup of water before you start. The drill bit is going to want to catch in the threads as it moves around, so you've got to move it slowly. Okay, if you can feel heat, it's too hot, so you want to keep it as cool as possible. So that one's still cool. We're going to jump up drill bit size. Once again, we're going to dip it in the water to make sure that we are keeping it as cool as we can. Okay, it's still going to want to catch in those threads, so take it slowly. If you can, set your drill to a really low number. Make sure that it is not over torquing. Every once in a while, you just want to touch it. Make sure it's cool to the touch. If you feel any heat, just hold off for a second. Give it that moment to cool down. There we go. I've introduced some heat to it. Just going to let it sit for a second. And we're going to finally go up to our final drill bit size. This is actually the drill bit size that we're going to tap with. So there we are. Okay, and that's heated up. So, wet. Alrighty. Okay, we're going to let that cool for a second. Next, we need to countersink it before our drill bit goes in, or before our tap goes in. So, we're just going to come in and give it a little kiss, just enough to give a nice leading angle. Okay, our tap. Okay, the tap can also introduce heat into the system, so we're going to make sure that we cool it down. Turning it back, that clears the chips and that helps relieve the heat. So the heat should leave with the chips. We're going to make sure we go all the way through, and then we're going to back out. Alrighty. We want to make sure we have got no heat again. Then we're going to get our helicoil insert tool. You thread the helicoil on. There's a little hook at the end. You want that hook to engage with that little extra tine right there. When that's all hooked in place, we're going to insert it. Oh, we're going to use a little thread locker. A drop or two should do it perfectly fine. We want to insert this into our tapped thread as carefully as we can. We want the first tine to be inside of our tapped hole. Once we feel like we've hit there, we can retract our tool back out. And then we need to clean off our inserting tool. All right, this now needs to dry to set properly. However, we have one next to it that has already been done. The next step is to hit the pin out. There's that small pin at the bottom of that hole. We need to knock that out. So we're gonna set our pin punch. Swift hit right to the base of it should knock that pin right out. It's already been relieved to break away at that point. We want to make sure that we then come back in with a tap, a quarter 20 tap. Once again, making sure that it's cool. And we're going to chase those threads. Just very light pass. Just a few chips should come out from this, just enough to get us started to make sure that our threads will follow in the future. Your thread should then thread perfectly in, and you're good.